Every single day, 12,000 people call in sick to work because of stress, anxiety, or depression. But here's what's truly shocking. 60% of them will lie about the real reason. They'll say they have a headache, food poisoning, or a family emergency. Anything but the truth. Why? Because in 2025, we're still living with mental health stigmas that are literally destroying careers, relationships, and lives. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to expose the 5 most dangerous mental health myths that society keeps pushing and show you exactly why. Each one is not just wrong, but harmful. By the end, you'll have the facts to shut down these stigmas whenever you encounter them. Let's get right into it. Stigma number 5, mental illness equals weakness. This is probably the most toxic myth we need to destroy. You've heard it before, just toughen up, real men don't get depressed, or she's just being dramatic. Here's what actually happens in your brain. During depression, your prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, literally shrinks. Your hippocampus, which handles memory, reduces in size. This isn't weakness. This is your brain chemistry changing a cellular level. Think about it this way. Would you tell someone with diabetes that their pancreas is just being weak? Of course not. Depression affects neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine the same way. Diabetes affects insulin. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian of all time, dealt with severe depression and ADHD. After his 2012 Olympics, he locked himself in his room for days. Barely eating. Was the greatest athlete in history weak? Absolutely not. He got help, went to therapy, and came back stronger. Mental illness often requires more strength, not less. Managing anxiety while giving a presentation, fighting through depression to show up for work, dealing with panic, attacks in public, that takes incredible courage. The weakness isn't in having mental health issues. The weakness is in a society that still believes this myth. Stigma number 4, therapy is only for crazy people. This one hits close to home because it stops millions of people from getting help they desperately need. The whispers in the office. Did you hear Sarah's seeing a therapist? Something must be really wrong with her. Here's a fact that will blow your mind. In Silicon Valley, therapy is so common among CEOs and executives that it's become a status symbol. Companies like Google and Apple offer free therapy sessions because they know it improves performance. Professional athletes have sports psychologists. Top performers have executive coaches. But somehow when regular people seek mental health support, we label them as broken. According to the American Psychological Association, 75% of people who go to therapy see significant improvement. That's a higher success rate than most medical treatments. You know what the success rate is for people who don't seek help? 0% improvement. Emma Stone, the Oscar-winning actress, started therapy at age 7 for panic attacks. She credits therapy with not just saving her career but her life. Today, she's one of the most successful actresses in Hollywood. Therapy didn't make her crazy, it made her unstoppable. Think of therapy like going to the gym for your mind. Nobody calls you weak for hiring a personal trainer to get physically stronger, so why would seeking mental strength training be any different? The crazy people, they're the ones suffering in silence, refusing to get help. Stigma number 3, you can just snap out of it. If I had $1 for every time someone said just think positive thoughts, or have you tried not being sad, I could fund mental health research for the next decade. Here's what's actually happening when someone tells you to snap out of depression. It's like telling someone with a broken leg to just walk normally. Depression physically changes your brain structure. Your brain produces 90% less serotonin during a depressive episode. That's not something you can positive think your way out of. It would be like trying to run a marathon with no oxygen. Biologically impossible. This myth doesn't just hurt feelings, it literally costs lives. When people believe they should be able to snap out of it, they blame themselves for not getting better fast enough. This shame spiral makes depression worse, not better. The National Suicide Prevention Foundation found that 67% of people who attempted suicide had been told to just get over it by someone they trusted. Robin Williams, one of the funniest, most beloved entertainers of all time. If positive thinking and snapping out of it worked, wouldn't the man who brought joy to millions have been able to save himself? His depression wasn't a choice. It was a medical condition that needed medical treatment. Recovery from mental illness is like recovering from surgery. It takes time, proper treatment, and support. You wouldn't tell someone recovering from heart surgery to just snap out of it. Mental health recovery deserves the same respect and patience. Stigma number 2, mental health issues are rare. This is the isolation myth, the one that makes you feel like you're the only person struggling, while everyone else has it figured out. Social media makes this worse. Everyone's posting their highlight reel while you're living your behind-the-scenes reality. Here's the truth that will change everything. 1 in 4 people experience a mental health condition every single year. That means in a room of 20 people, 5 of them are dealing with anxiety, depression, PTSD, or other conditions right now. But here's the kicker: 1 in 2 people will experience mental illness at some point in their lifetime. That's not rare. That's the majority of human beings. Remember those workplace statistics from the beginning. 76% of employees report experiencing burnout. 61% admit their job negatively impacts their mental health. If mental health issues were rare, how would an entire generation be burned out at work? The World Health Organization now ranks depression as the leading cause of disability worldwide, not rare diseases depression. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson shocked the world when he revealed his battle with depression in his 20s. Here's a man who projects ultimate strength and positivity. When he shared his story, thousands of people commented saying, "Me too." That's the power of breaking the rare myth. People realize they're not alone. Mental health struggles aren't rare, talking about them is rare. The silence creates the illusion that you're alone. You're not. You're part of a massive, mostly invisible community of people fighting the same battles. The rare thing? Finding someone who hasn't struggled with their mental health at some point. Here's stigma number 1, the most dangerous one. Medication changes your personality. This fear keeps more people from getting help than any other myth. I don't want to become a zombie. That's not the real me. I'll lose my creativity. Sound familiar? Here's what psychiatric medication actually does. It restores your brain chemistry to normal levels. Think of it like glasses for your eyes. Glasses don't change who you are. They help you see clearly. Antidepressants don't change your personality. They help you feel like yourself again. Dr. K. Redfield Jamison, a leading psychiatry researcher, put it perfectly. My medication doesn't make me a different person. It makes me the person I was before depression took over. You know what actually changes your personality? Untreated mental illness. Depression steals your joy, your energy, your hope. Anxiety turns you into a shell of yourself. Avoiding life instead of living it. That's personality change. A patient once told their psychiatrist, "I was afraid medication would change me. Then I realized depression had already changed me. Medication brought me back." Some people need medication short term, others need it long term. Some people recover with therapy alone. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, and that's perfectly okay. The goal isn't to medicate away your problems. The goal is to get stable enough to solve them. Your authentic self isn't the depressed version or the anxious version. Your authentic self is the version that gets to choose how to respond to life, and medication can help you get there. Here's what the mental health community wishes everyone understood. There's no universal medication experience. What works for your friend might not work for you. What helps your family member might not be your solution, and that's completely normal. Finding the right medication often takes time and patience. It's not like taking aspirin for a headache. It's more like finding the right prescription for glasses. Your doctor might need to adjust the type, dosage, or timing to find what works best for your specific brain chemistry. This process can be frustrating, but it's not a sign that medication doesn't work for you. It's a sign that your healthcare provider is being thorough and responsible. Yes, psychiatric medications can have side effects, but here's what people don't talk about. Untreated mental illness has side effects too. The side effects of depression include isolation, lost relationships, career damage, and sometimes life-threatening consequences. Most medication side effects are temporary and manageable. Most side effects of untreated mental illness are cumulative and devastating. You always have a choice. You can try medication and stop if it's not right for you. You can ask questions, request different options, or seek second opinions. Taking medication for mental health doesn't make you weak or dependent. It makes you someone who's actively participating in your own recovery. Many people find that medication works best when combined with therapy, lifestyle changes, and social support. It's not about replacing these things. It's about giving you the mental stability to engage with them more effectively. These 5 stigmas have controlled our understanding of mental health for too long, but change starts with each of us. So there you have it, the 5 mental health stigmas that need to die in 2025. Mental illness isn't weakness. Therapy isn't for crazy people. You can't just snap out of it. These issues aren't rare, and medication doesn't erase who you are. Every time you challenge one of these myths, you're not just helping yourself. You're creating a safer world for someone else to get help. You're part of the solution. If you recognized yourself in any of these stigmas today, know this: you're not broken. You're human, and getting help isn't giving up. It's showing up for the life you deserve to live. If this video helped you see mental health differently, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment telling me which stigma you've personally encountered. Let's start breaking the silence together. Next video, I'm breaking down the 7 signs your workplace is damaging your mental health and what you can do about it. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Remember, your mental health matters, your story matters, and you matter. Take care of yourself.